Have you ever finished a game of Dota 2 and you're really angry and you just keep wondering why you're still thinking about Israel? Well, I'm going to help you answer that question, and actually, we're going to embrace that question in this video with our hero spotlight,
I'll
Bounty
take the
Hunter.
job.
Now, looking at the hero, you're going to think, Josh, this has nothing to do with Israel. But you're wrong. Look at this hero on your screen. Are you kidding me? What does this hero do? He goes invisible, comes behind you, stabs you in the back while simultaneously stealing your money, maybe throws some shit at you, and then tracks you. Are you kidding me? This is the embodiment. Look, there's a little bit of Israel in everything we do. I'm going to try to help us embrace that today. I do want to give a shout out to Treant Protector for having an absolute schnozzer on this skin. It made me think of this, so yeah, we're gonna do a little spotlight today for our
My
for our
advantage is the realm
Israel fans out there.
I
Jokes aside, I have had some pretty good success on this hero. 57% win rate overall, my last 20 games. Not too bad, not too bad. Need to drop the Donald Trump shit. But yeah, I am North America, about 7K. I'll go over some gameplay, some item builds, some skill builds, why I
tell
think the hero's
tales of
good
this.
slash shit, and yeah, we'll learn how to become a CEO today. Okay, getting into the hero level 1. So typically you're going to end up taking your invis so that you can help kind of snipe a bounty rune or maybe scout out a first blood kill or get a stun off in a first blood fight. But honestly, bounty is really weak level 1. He's going to kind of get eaten alive by the other supports with like magic nukes like Jakiro or Lich or something like that. Basically, Bounty is really high armor. He starts with 8, which is pretty high, but low HP, so he does not like facing the magic nukes, which is unfortunate because a lot of popular supports offer a lot of that. Typically, my item build for level 1 is Blood Nade, Tango. You do want to Windlace because this hero gets a lot of value from move speed, and then a Sentry Ward, and then you can get a consumable. I usually get either a Fairy Fire or a Mango. This is typically what I do, though. It's not set in stone. But yeah, so you usually take your Invis level 1, so you have that Windlace, so you're getting that little bit of bonus move speed. And yeah, in lane, you typically need to just chill, try to win the D ward war. The enemy's going to try to put up a sentry to kind of scout you out, but if you win that war, then you should be able to kind of harass people fine. If not, then you're going to really struggle, and you might want to stick more to sniping couriers, which you can end up putting a ward about right here. People usually don't find that. I don't know. I don't usually have to do this too much, but it's typically better to just focus on the sentry ward game. You can just snipe couriers, but for the most part, you're going to just kind of sap levels until you're level 2, and then you can start harassing. Early game items, I always rush Tranquils, so then I can kind of shrug off some of the damage I take from these magic nukes. You're not really going to take much damage from the right click, so if somebody just comes up and blasts you with a spell, you're going to keep regenning through it. It's going to be really good. I usually like Wand as well, and then I typically go either Urn or Drums right off the bat. Urn can be really good. It's kind of situational, but like I said, you want to be quick on Bounty, so Drums is usually pretty good. Good stats and, just good movement speed options, but for bounty, you're going to want to hit some levels. After you get some levels, you're going to want to actually go and gank. You can either take the gates or just go mid. Um, the reason it's so good on bounty, I have no idea why there's an amplification damage in there, but it's so good on bounty is because other lanes won't be as ready for you to go on them as your lane, so they won't have a sentry put down, and you can kind of just go up, initiate on them, and it's usually pretty good. So that's really popular to do. Just kind of go up, especially after you have tranquils. You should be rotating at least a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, with your abilities, you typically want to max out your Q first. Sometimes you can put some points in Janata, but it's typically the safest to just have a lot of points in your Q, a few points, at least two in your Q by the time you get tracks. So then, whenever you get some tracks off, you can actually be useful in a fight. If you only have Janata, then you're gonna end up kind of struggling to do some damage. It's typically not the best. It's somewhat of a win harder situation. It can be okay to put 2 points in it, but for the most part, you want to put 3 in Shuriken. So looking at this game, you can see some of the items I bought. I did end up getting Yules and Force Staff and Drums and Vessel, but for the most part, I was going in, scouting out, getting information, and then letting my teammates, like my Puck or my Night Stalker or even my Willow and my Lifestealer, to kind of just go in and jump the enemy once they use everything on me. Um, I was able to live some situations, but I still had a lot of deaths in this. But yeah, I was more so just opening up the fight for my team, giving them the information they need to win. Um, like I said, you're going to be a vision support and somewhat of a sacrificial lamb. You're going to be kind of tanky. I do always recommend taking the 15 talent of minus 30 damage taken in Shadow Walk. Even if you're dusted, you can just sit there and Shadow Walk. It's going to take them forever to kill you if you have any actual HP or any magic resistance. So, uh, definitely worth taking that. I don't think the 50 track gold is super valuable. I mean, this isn't a crazy game. I didn't do super well or anything, but as you can see, I went 3 and 13, and I almost have as much net worth as my Willow with 12 kills, way more assists than me. Just because of kind of how the hero works. So you're able to kind of go in and still make money off of these fights, even if you die. Getting levels early is very important, but that's kind of the story for all supports. But yeah, not the highest damage. I did kind of just go in, eat some damage, and open up the fight for my team. That's kind of the gist of the hero for the most part. And now taking a look at one of my actual recent ranked games with Bounty, I kind of end up popping off this game, but I did actually go for a circlet instead of 2 branches because I'm going to end up rushing the urn. This is a replay bug. I am invisible here, but I'm kind of just scouting things out. We were able to scout out 2 runes at least. I just guess just get a free shank off of him. But yeah, I was actually position 5 in this game, and I think Bounty 5 is actually really successful. Um, you just need to kind of win that D word war maybe once, and then people really don't know what to do, especially with somebody ranged with like a drow. We were able to punish them so hard because they didn't contest me on being invisible and just kind of going on them. And honestly, I think this Kunkka was also kind of bad, but yeah, we'll get into that a little later. Okay, going into lane, I noticed that this Tiny is sniping couriers. They don't have the strongest lane. It's Kunkka Tiny, so they're going to more than likely have to snipe couriers, pull creeps. But as you can see, with this Drow and Bounty combo, I'm able to kind of just go on them, and Drow can kind of follow up really easily, and we just clean both of them out of lane. They still don't have vision on me, I believe, but yeah, this is getting really brutal for them. They uh, aren't able to really deal with this combo that well, and then we're going to get the Lotus for free. As you can see, I did end up going 2 points in Janata. I canceled the Tiny's TP. At this point, I am considering roaming, but I don't want to leave my Drow too vulnerable. Um, this Kunkka might end up dying here if I'm able to chase him. No, we just end up backing off. But yeah, it's just really good trades for us. Drow's getting completely free farm, and they're not really able to touch us with these double melee heroes. Just kind of skip through the laning here. We're going to go on Kunkka again, and it's just going to end up working. They do end up getting the Drow that time, but it's totally fine. I'm able to clean up this XP, and she's able to come back for the next wave, I believe. Yeah. So she doesn't miss too much, but not the worst trade. At this point, I have my Tranquils, so I am going to want to kind of rotate after I get my Uh, boots and this flower. I mean, we are really able to pressure this Kunkka out of here. As you can see, I do go for 2 points in the Shuriken basically immediately. I am already looking top to kind of join in the skirmish. We are going to end up at least... Okay. Oh, wow. And yeah, they didn't have vision for me, but they were able to kind of clean up the kill on my mid. I'm going to go to this Wisdom Rune in case there's any beef there, but yeah, while this is happening, my drow is completely free farm bottom. This game just ends up working out really well for us, but yeah, I've 7 minutes, I almost already have track, so we're kind of past that early struggle in the laning phase. And then now that I have my tranquils, I'm going to look to get a little more active. I think I end up going on this invoker and we kill him. A common misconception with bounty is that you don't need to carry sentry wards because track gives vision, but because of that sentry ward, we were able, well, we would have got him anyway because the underlord, but you're going to want to have sentries so that you can win that sentry war. If you don't know if the enemy has vision or not, then it's going to be a struggle for you to try to go and scout things out. You're going to end up feeding a lot. So sometimes the enemy will bait you and make you think that they don't have vision when they do, and that's a totally different scenario. But yeah, for the most part, you are going to want to have vision. We do end up getting this tiny for sure. And that's another track kill, and they're just bleeding these track kills. Right now we're 4-0. I'm moving back and forth on the map, just trying to be as big of a menace as possible. Steal as much gold as possible. I'm working on getting that vessel, but as you can see against this Clinks, like, I'm not taking that much damage. Against the Jakiro, I do take a bit of damage, but as you can see right there, you want to max that Shuriken so that whenever you get in these engagements, you can actually have a little bit of damage and impact. If I just maxed Janata there, it would have sucked, so we wouldn't have been able to do much, but yeah, as you can see, we get at least one track kill there. It does take my life, but that's totally fine. And I end up respawning. This invoker thinks that we don't see him, and it's just another perfect track kill set up. My Pango rotates on him beautifully, and then it's just... He has this whole Sunstrike rod combo that's literally nothing. Like, I just Tranquil Boots it off for totally fine, but yeah, we are just building up these track kills, and the enemy's getting quite tilted about it. I'm going to end up stacking a camp here, but yeah, we just want to focus on being as active on the map as possible. And now we are considered to be in the mid game. As you can see, I'm going to go for that Yules and that Force Staff. The Shakiro was really dedicated to sticking mid. We end up killing him here for sure, but there's a little bit of a skirmish, and I'm going to end up getting some nice tracks here. Something about bounty, you're going to want to be able to get tracks off before a fight if possible, because we were only able to get 2 tracks there. But yeah, good bounties will usually scout them out first and then fight off of the scout. I wasn't able to, I just respawned there, but yeah, we're sort of just rolling. Our mid Pango is going absolutely crazy. At this point in the game, we're winning, so we're posturing a little more aggressive. Me and my Pango are kind of just hanging out here. I'm going to see if I can scout anybody out in this instant, just kind of pushing down some wards, seeing if anybody's hanging out. We just casually run into this invoker. Once I get the track, he's basically just dead. He's going to drop his little combo on my face, but it's not going to be much. I might end up dropping. Nope, I think I get saved by my... Yep, I get saved, and I can just TP out. If there's like one other hero there, I definitely die, but I think the enemy's kind of done at this point, and yeah, we just end up getting 2 more track kills because of it. As you can see, we're not winning this game because I'm some crazy nuker. I'm just kind of going in, scouting out some information. I can see that they have vision here, so I'm just going to kind of get things started for my team. If they're able to connect, I might be a little too far. This is definitely ballsy. Yeah, I should definitely die here, but that Yules is going to save me a little bit. Oh, there's no way I live. There's a whole bunch going on. We end up getting a track kill on that Tiny. I think about hitting him, but... Oh man, it's so bad for them. And yeah, it's all off the back of me just going in, baiting, and then hitting that Yules to dispel everything they put on me. Now I'm totally fine, and we end up being able to take this tower for sure. But yeah, you more want to focus on having a tempo than scaling on bounty. That's basically what it's about, is getting that track gold and then kind of making your team super rich from it. As you can see, I'm more rich than everybody on their team except for the Clinks, and I haven't hit a creep really at all. I have 18 last hits, so we're just trying to play as active as possible. I do want to say, when Bounty gets to the late game and you can get that no cooldown on Janata, and if you have any attack speed, you are going to be stupid rich by the end of getting maybe 1 or 2 kills. You're going to get like plus 5,000 gold, and then at that point you should just literally go core. You could literally buy whatever you want, like a Bloodthorn, even a Butterfly, a Scotty, whatever you may want. It's just you're going to be terrifying at that point. You could go for the other talent, which isn't bad, but um, I find that even when you have Ags, it's better to just go the no Janata cooldown, and you can end up scaling really hard. Me and Clinks are in this weird little invis fight here. They do end up bringing some dust. I more than likely end up dying here. Yeah, I die. The Clinks solo kills me. It's not the best. But yeah, at this point we're so far ahead, it's hard for us to even fall off. My Pango just has a dataless, like, almost trolling with that build. But yeah, we're basically going to take one more fight here, and after we win that, it'll basically be game. We'll get a free high ground. Team is owning this. Tiny's just getting gone on. We end up getting just 2 more free track kills, and we're going to really be able to snowball off of this. But yeah, that's basically it for the gameplay. I don't think anything else too meaningful happens. Just more so focused on the scouting and then being able to survive once you actually do find those people. Kind of get out, get the tracks, and then be more of an information support than a nuker support. Obviously, not every game's going to be like that. I did end up going pipe at the end just to kind of mitigate some of the magic damage. But yeah, not every game you're going to have a mid that's just popping off, and every play that they're doing is working. But yeah, for the most part, that's what you want it to look like. You just go in, scout, try to survive with these items. It's really easy to survive. You just force staff out, maybe Yule's off the debuffs, hit the pipe in the team fight, and you are making sure everybody's tracked. And an important note with track is that it actually provides damage amplification. That's one of the best parts of the spell. So whenever somebody's tracked, if you have 2 carries going at each other that are the same strength, if the other carry is if the enemy carry is tracked, they're going to end up losing that man fight big time. So yeah, it's worth noting they kind of have to dispel it to be able to take an honest one-on-one fight. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Good old Israel build. Thank you for watching.